Disturb not the harmony of fire, ice, or lightning.
Hello everybody and welcome to a quick building episode, or a build idea episode for the 3 legendary birds. Typically I reserve these for when I actually do a pixel. By the way, my next PokePixels will be uploaded a little later on this week. Probably not that later on this week. This is Friday as I'm recording this, and Friday morning. After my Thursday stream, doesn't really matter, that's semantics. But yeah, I should be uploading it either this weekend or I'll be uploading them next week early. Sorry, it's been a week plus without a pixel. I've been busy doing stuff, and you guys will soon find I'll find out what that is. I'm definitely planning to up my game on this channel. But you know what? This is not an update video. This is it is, but it's not an update video about my channel. It is an update video about the legendary birds. As some of you guys may have or may not, as you may or may not have heard, the Pokemon newsletter of May is going to be giving out the 3 legendary birds with their hidden abilities, which are going down the line from Moltres, Articuno to Zapdos, are respectively Flame, Body, Snow Cloak, and Static. Those are the hidden abilities. Quite frankly, I'll get into it in a second, but I think Snow Cloak's the only one that's really a game changer. But with that being said, we'll just go ahead and quickly go through my ideas for these pokes. Packing Assault Vest on this Moltres because it has a better defense than it does a special defense by 5 points. Doesn't really matter. Then you invest half into the HP for a little bit of bulk, half into the attack because the attack already is really good at 125, and all into the speed because you might as well capitalize on the speed it has. Taking I still don't know how to pronounce this one, but taking taking this move, basically Ancient Power, but with a Ghost Spin. You could also use Ancient Power. I don't know if this gets it. I know Articuno does. We're gonna really check. We're gonna check really quickly. It does not. It does get Ancient Power, so you can do an Ancient Power or you can do on this. It's really up to you. It's the exact same thing except for what move it is or what type it is. So Ghost Rock, it's your prerogative. Have a Solar Beam, assuming you're gonna be in the sun. Fire Blast because why not? And Air Slash because it's a good stab type. It's a good stab typing, and Solar Beam, moreover, is for the 4 times weakness to rock that you have that you're not going to be able to handle by any other way. So you just need to hope to have the sun up. You have the sun up with Fire Blast, you pretty much win. It's pretty much a win button. You can also use other moves if you don't want Assault Vest, but for the sake of Assault Vest, I did make all attacking set. You can use, you guys can go down the Moltres list and see what you have, but we'll actually move to this one, where you actually can see some of those moves I was suggesting. This is more of a Stolly set for Moltres. For some reason, I didn't do the Ivies. I thought I did. The Eevees, rather. I thought I did, but apparently I was mistaken. Flamethrower because it's more accurate. This time we have Ancient Power just for some variety. Defog because the last thing you need is to bring this thing in on Stealthy Rocks, take half damage, then bring it back in on Stealthy Rocks and faint. So probably a priority thing to do. And then Roost to go ahead and get your health back, especially if you step on rocks on the way out. We're going to invest this one actually all the way into the defense. We're going to invest it into the all in the HP, and we are going to go ahead and give it just a smidge. I'm going to give it just a smidge of attack. I would give it to speed, but I think attack a little more. I mean, I guess by numbers, speed is better, but 4 is only going to be 1 point, and it's not going to make much of a difference. Where in attack, maybe it makes a difference between them surviving barely and fainting. I'm going to go ahead and make this a beneficial and reduce attack, because I was not using it, making it a calm nature. Makes it a very bulky Pokemon. Actually makes it more bulky. You know what? We're not going to do it that way. We are going to make it beneficial in the special step. We're going to go all the way in the physical defense because Rock is typically going to be a physical attack. Not always, but typical. Typically, would be a physical attack. Now, Snow Cloak is where I really get enthused, and this is Articuno in and of itself having the hidden ability is a game changer in my opinion. You have Lax Incense. Irony being that a lot of people will ban Bright Powder, right? It's not actually banned, but a lot of people will say that it's banned. But the irony is that Bright Powder and Lax Incense do the exact same thing. They drop accuracy to 90%. Add onto that Snow Cloak, which will drop 1 stage. Pardon me just a second. Yeah, it will drop it raises evasion by 1 stage, so essentially dropping accuracy by 1 stage. This actually brings you to a point where, let me go ahead and pull it up really quickly. I was unprepared. I made the notes and then I completely forgot to pull this up until just now. So it actually brings the accuracies to, here it is. Brings the accuracies of most rock moves. So you have your Stone Edges, your Rock Slides, and your Ancient Powers. Brings your accuracy of an 80% move to 50%. Brings the accuracy of a 90% move to 55, and brings the accuracy of a 100% move to 61 because Pokemon rounds up. So that literally does make it where you're not going to get hit very often, and it's less accurate than a Fire Blast. I'm sure everyone's been screwed by a Fire Blast here and there. We decided to go with a Freeze Dry, so that we have a. We decided to go for Freeze Dry because considering we're only packing one ice attack, we don't want to have Ice Beam as well, and we want to hit water types. We don't want to have to run away from water types. Ancient Power, because we can. There's not much of a difference there. You actually probably should pack Water Pulse, to be honest with you. We have Ancient Power, but I'd probably replace this with I honestly probably replace this with Water Pulse, only because of the weakness that you have to the rock types. Defog to get rid of rocks, same reason as Moltres, and Air Cutter because high critical hit ratio. Admittedly, there are other attacks you can run, but I just chose Air Cutter. It's all up to you. Arcanine is more or less a cleric of the three birds. You'll see here that we actually went full investment into the special attack and into the speed, mainly because the special defense is ridiculous and its defense itself is pretty good. You probably could be better off going in on it with a little bit more HP and not worrying about speed, but that's all up to you how wall you actually want to be. I really just put my faith in the evasion of these two put together, so that's why I didn't do it. It was Relax and Sense Snow Cloak, pretty good set. Admittedly, you probably want to pack Hail, but if you're not going to pack Hail, best option probably is to run it this way and have a Hail, something like an Abomasnow bringing the Hail in for you. Then, so pretty much anything with Snow Warning really. Then you have this, which is just an all-out, ballsy attack one. You'll see that it's not necessarily all-out. It does have some recovery potential, but the theory here is that you want to go ahead and you want to first turn you want to get agility, so you're the fastest thing out on the field more than likely, and then you want to go ahead and use your Freeze Dry or your Water Pulse respectively. Again, you can kind of adjust these. Legendary birds, as weak as they are compared to the dogs, considering two of the three of them have a 4 times weakness to rock, they're nevertheless still very powerful Pokemon with really diverse move pools, and to just narrow it down to 4 moves and say that's the definitive way to run it is not something I can do. This is just the way I'd probably run them, because I'm a little more cautious. That's why the Freeze Dry with the Ice Beam, and of course Water Pulse to get rid of the rocks. Then you'll have your Zapdos, my second favorite Pokemon, by far a Pokemon. I actually used it just last stream, mainly because I actually made these sets before my last stream, but so I had Zapdos on the mind. But yeah, Zapdos is useful enough Pokemon. I like it. Second favorite Pokemon. Favorite Legendary, having T-Wave, Charge Beam, Air Cutter, and HP Ice. HP Ice is of course always good in any electric type because it takes care of the ground weakness. And it also takes care of grass, which resists and does quite a few things. Of course, most of you guys watching this, we already know why HP Ice is the best decision for an electric type. But I just went ahead and went through it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to Wise Glasses it. Yes, I am one of the few people who suggest Wise Glasses. I advocate them for the 10% increase, because 10% is sometimes the difference between a poke surviving and a Pokemon fainting. Something else you could do, something I run on mine, as most people who come to my stream realize, is you can Zap Plate. If you're really expecting you're only going to be doing, you only expect you're going to be using your electric attacks. The only reason I don't want Zap Plate this particular situation, although it is a 10% increase over Wise Glasses, is that I think that I want to get the Air Cutter up as well. I want to get the Air Cutter power up. Typically, I'll run it. This is on my set. The Air Cutter on my set is a Protect, and this is Thunderbolt. But and then this is Tailwind. So it's a completely different set. The only difference is HP Ice. But the reason why I have Charge Beam is, as you can see right here, it has a 70% chance to raise your special attack. And as much as Zapdos has fantastic special attack, has 125, just like the 2 other legendary birds, nothing wrong with getting a little more attack. And quite frankly, it does pretty well. Extra 10% on top of that of damage. Just you're gonna start sweeping things, especially when you have the you can slow them down, because you're not the fastest thing, but you're the fastest of the 3 birds, and you of course have Air Cutter, again, high crit ratio, and add that crit ratio to the attack raise that's most likely going to happen, and of course the HP Ice. So basically it's just a very offensive set. Then you have lastly this one, which has Wise Glasses. Just for the sake of diversity, we're going to go ahead and get rid of this one. We're going to make it a Zap Plate just like my usual one, so Charge Beam does 20% increase. At the sacrifice of the other one's not getting a boost, but we're going to go ahead and go with it. Then you have this one, like I said. It replaces T-Wave with Toxic. This is also a rain based one. The only reason I did that was for diversity, to show it has Toxic. Thunder, hoping for the rain. Heat Wave, because Charizard Y is a thing that happens semi frequently, and a little less frequently you'll see a Drought Ninetales. So it's nothing. There's nothing wrong with getting a little bit of a bit of a backup plan. And of course, you have Charge Beam. You can replace that with anything you really want to. But I just have. You can even replace it with Rain Dance because it does get Rain Dance. But I just like the attack boost, mainly for the Thunder and for the Heat Wave. You'll see here we're just going directly into the attacking Pokemon, full speed, full investment. Devil May Care type defense. It's very offensive and no real defense. So those are the sets I just kind of came up with for the 3 legendary birds. Sorry I did stumble over myself a little bit. Hope you did enjoy this video and enjoy the information. Again, the event where you will be able to get 3 legendary birds with their hidden abilities will be taking place via the Pokemon.com newsletter, the main newsletter going through April. So go ahead and make sure to sign up at Pokemon.com for the newsletter and make sure your information is in order so you can get these things starting May, as well as, until April. But as well as make sure to subscribe here if you have not already. Like this video up if you have not already. Comment if you want to. And thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all next time.